Welcome to Accountant Basic Skill channel. Today I will take lecture Basic Knowledge of Indian Accounting Standard Part 1. Friends, it's very difficult to cover all Indian accounting standard in one lecture. Okay. Now I will first discuss with you the basic knowledge of Indian accounting standard. Why Indian accounting standard are issued in India? Friends, Indian economy is growing. Okay, so there is a pressure from the international market that they want to invest in Indian market based on the financial statement, but our financial statement is prepared based on the historical cost concept, that is purchase cost concept. They want financial statement should be considered fair value concept. Same concept is considered in international accounting standard and in international financial reporting standard. Due to this, Indian government has issued the Indian accounting standards. Okay. However, all Indian accounting standards are prepared based on the Indian culture, because there is a various carve outs or deviation between Indian accounting standard and international accounting standard. For example, uh, fixed asset, as per international accounting standard, it should be valued as a fair value concept, but in Indian accounting standard we can value as a historical cost concept, that is carrying cost means your original cost less depreciation, that is carrying cost you can consider your financial statement. Okay. There are various carve outs, means there is a difference of accounting treatment as per international accounting standard and as per the Indian accounting standard. Okay, friends, accounting standard is applicable for net worth below 250 crores, and Indian accounting standard is applicable for net worth above 250 crores. Okay, you should already understand the accounting standard in my previous lecture. Now I will explain you how Indian accounting standard played major role for the financial statements. Okay, first of all, the roadmap. When Indian accounting standard applicable in financial statement, the first year is 1st April 2016. Okay, you have to present your financial statement in NDS format. However, as per Indian account standard 101, first time preparation of financial statement, that time you have to prepare a three balance sheet. Means here is a period beginning from 1st April 2016, but your previous year should be comply with the Indian accounting standard. Okay, and opening balance sheet means 1st April 2015, that is a Ind AS balance sheet. 31st March 2016, that is a previous year Ind AS balance sheet, and current year balance sheet, that is financial year 2016 and 17. Friends, as on 1st April 2015, there is a gap between accounting standard and Indian accounting standard, that you have to consider in comprehensive income. That you have to consider in comprehensive income. Okay, comprehensive income you are allowed to show in profit and loss account. Sorry, you can allowed to show in reserves and surplus. Okay, so this is a concept. Indian accounting standard is applicable for net worth above 500 crores. Then unlisted companies having net worth of above 500 crores, and parent company, subsidiary, associate, and JV. Means if listed company have the parent or subsidiary or associate or JV, everyone will applicable in Indian accounting standard. Okay, they have to present their financial statement in Indian accounting standard. Next one is 1st April 2017. Uh, Listed companies are also covered in Indian accounting standard. Then unlisted company having net worth more than 250 crores, and also they have covered parent, subsidiary, associate, JVs. 1st April 2018, they have made compulsory for NBFC having net worth of above 500 crores, and along with their holding subsidiary joint venture associates. Okay, from 1st April 2019 they have made compulsory for NBFC whose equity or debt are listed or in process of listing. Okay, listing means Bombay Stock Exchange. And NBFC who are unlisted companies having net worth of about 250 crores but less than 500 crores are also covered in Indian accounting standard. Okay, and along with holding subsidiary joint venture associate and such company. Okay, friends, hope that you understand the difference between accounting standard and Indian accounting standard. Okay, um, and the international accounting standard. Accounting standard are following historical cost basis, whereas Indian accounting standard followed fair value concept basis. Now what is the meaning of fair value? Why fair value has given so much importance? Because fair value means actual realizable value, and the foreign investor wants, they want to know what is the realizable value of the financial assets and financial liabilities, if any issues in the market, what is the credit risk, what is the liquidity risk, what is the market risk. They want to know based on your economy the what is the risk in your business. Based on their own planning they can invest in your company, provide that your financial statement should be prepared in Indian accounting standard that is similar with the international accounting standard and international financial reporting standard. Okay, this is a list I have given. IAS 1 is international accounting standard 1. Our Indian government has given similar accounting standard number, that is in AS 1, that is presentation of financial statement. I have given accounting standard 1 also, that is accounting, that is same replica of accounting standard, but in Indian accounting standard they have given various terms and conditions to present the financial statement. For example, in accounting standard you can present balance sheet, profit and loss account, cash flow statement. In Indian accounting standard you have to prepare balance sheet, profit and loss account, cash flow and statement of changes equity. That is statement of changes equity, that you have to produce, that you have to give details of equity and other equity. Other equity means reserves and surplus. Okay, that is a 4 separate statement in as per the Indian accounting standard, whereas in accounting standard only 3 statement, that is balance sheet, profit and loss and cash flow statement. Okay, inventories I have given the accounting standard 2 and international accounting standard also 2 and Indian accounting standard is 2. Okay, cash flow statement accounting standard 3. Friends, all the details as per accounting standard and the contents as per the international accounting standards are same. Only thing international accounting standard and IFRS data are copied in our Indian accounting standard. I am repeating again, all the data, all the notes, all the points from the international accounting standard and the international financial reporting standard are considered in Indian accounting standard. Only if there is a deviation, if there is any deviation or difference of opinion, you can, deviation means difference of opinion because of the Indian economy is not allowing such type of practice, then carve out is there, means you have given option to follow this. Okay, because it's a demand from the shareholders of the Indian shareholders that there should be a carve out, so that because they have done investment based on the accounting standard of India, they don't want to mess that our Indian economy should not be considered for the Indian accounting standard. That is the main intention, that Indian accounting standard should consider the economy of the India. Okay, then statement of cash flows, then accounting policy, change in accounting estimates. I have given accounting standard also, events occurring after the balance sheet date, income taxes, property plant and equipment, employee benefits, accounting for government grants, disclosure of government assistance, effect of changes in foreign exchange rate, borrowing costs, related parties, separate financial statements and consolidate, investment in associates and joint venture, financial reporting in hyperinflationary economy. Friends, this is not in our accounting standard. Okay. Now, what is the meaning of hyperinflationary economy? If there is a if there is any currency issue, or if there is an economy of the economy is not giving support for your financial statement because of the hyperinflationary economy, that time you have to follow this accounting standard. Financial instrument presentation, this is not in accounting standard. Friends, Indian accounting standard has given more preference on financial assets and financial liabilities. Financial asset means which you can earn the income. Okay, and financial liability means which you have to pay the dues. Okay, they have given the different type of presentation for financial assets and financial liabilities. Financial asset, they have given classification how it should be valued. There are three technique for financial asset, that is amortization cost concept. Second one is uh, fair value through OCI, and last one is fair value through profit and loss account. Okay, we will discuss when the accounting standard is there. Okay, next one is earning per share, similar is there. Interim financial, similar. Impairment asset is a similar, means I am what saying that whatever data contained in international accounting standard, same is copied here also, but carve outs is there because deviation based on the Indian accounting standards are amended. Okay, provision and contingency liabilities, contingent asset, intangible asset, investment properties. This is not in our accounting standard. Now, investment property is as per the normal nomenclature, it should be fixed asset. However, they are in international, they are given separate accounting standard. So we have also given the Indian accounting standard 40. Accordingly, we have to disclose the data in our financial statement as a separate item. As a separate item. Friends, the format of Schedule 3 as per India's is different from the format as per accounting standard. Okay, sorry. Agriculture, this is not in accounting standard. How you should book your agriculture income? Okay, first time adoption of Indian accounting standard, then what is the steps for preparation of financial statement? Three balance sheet you have to prepare, two profit and loss account, two cash flow statement, statement of changes in equity. If there is a deviation between the uh, previous gap and the accounting standard, that you have to consider in other comprehensive income. Share based payment, there is no accounting standard. Okay, only guidance note is there, but in international way there is a accounting standard, that the IFRS, International Financial Reporting Standard 2. uh, we have given number 102. Okay, we have just added 100, we have just added 100 in each accounting standard, so that it will give similarity. Business combination, yes. Amalgamation. Insurance, now sorry, in share based payment means what? Friends, if you want to give some benefits to employee by way of issuing shares, you don't want to pay any bonus, you don't want to pay any cash, so you will issue shares, that is called ESOP. However, there is a condition that you should continue for 5 years or 3 years. There is a condition for ESOP agreements and target achievements. Why ESOP is issued? So that employee can grow, employee can get indirect monetary benefits, so that he can comply the terms and condition of ESOP, which will indirectly help to the company for growing. Okay, business combination. Insurance contract, not in our accounting standard. Insurance contract, it is applicable for insurance companies. How, what type of they have taken the risk for different type of companies, means fire insurance claim, different type of insurance category here, that cover that. For example, any insurance company, that time they have to apply accounting standard 104. Non-current asset held for sale and discontinue operations, this is similar to accounting standard 24, discontinue operations. How accounting treatment is that you have to follow. Exploration and evaluation of mineral resources, that is not in our accounting standard. Now what is the meaning of exploration for or evaluation of mineral resources? Friends, if your company is engaged in natural resources, then that time you has to take various permission from the government. Okay, also before taking permissions, they have to do various studies, feasibility studies, testing, exploration, evaluations, marketability, that you have to, and permission from the government. How cost should be disclosed in the financial statement, that given in the Indian accounting standard 106. Now most important concept of Indian accounting standard, that is Indian accounting standard 107, financial instrument disclosure. Okay, that is the most critical factor for Indian accounting standard. Friends, if you understand this model, you will learn the major part of your accounting standard. Okay, now financial asset. Now what is the meaning of financial asset? Simple way I can say that earning the income. Earning the income, then what is required? Agreement is required. Agreement is required. Okay, then next requirement, that is interest, means there should be a contractual terms for principal and interest. Okay, there should be contractual terms for principal and interest. For example, FD. Okay, FD means you have kept FD in a bank, and there is a contractual terms that interest will be repaid, and at the time of maturity you will get your principal return. Okay, now we have to apply from the business point of view. Now business model is most important for your business. Okay, uh, why business model and amortization cost means, based on the amortization cost concept, there is a contractual cash flow of principal and interest, and there is no intention of sale. Means you have invested your funds. For example, if you have invested fund in subsidiaries, that is main intention is what? To earn the dividend, or to earn the dividend. There is no intention of sale. That means there is a amortization cost concept is applicable. I am repeating again. Amortization means contractual principal and interest repayment. Okay, for example, fixed deposit and interest. Okay, here there is no intention. In fixed deposit there is a period, specific period is given. Okay, there is no intention of maturity. Okay, and there is no intention of sale. That means amortization concept is applicable. Next one is, there is all the above conditions are same except sale of financial asset. Means you have invested a fund in mutual fund, and there is an intention that you want to redeem the mutual funds. Okay, redeem means you want to cancel, you want to refund, you want to take the refund of money from the mutual fund organization. That is, you can say liquidation also. Actually, as per mutual fund, the word is redemption. Okay, early redemption. Clear? That is a safest word for the fair value through other comprehensive income. Okay, that income you have to show in profit and loss credit side. Okay, fair value through profit and loss, both condition are not satisfied. That is fair value through profit and loss account. Means if there is no contractual terms for principal and interest payment, and there is no intention of sale, then this category means, you can say this, if both the condition are not satisfied for amortization cost and the other comprehensive, then third category is applicable. That is fair value through profit and loss account. Means financial assets having no agreement, having though there is no agreement, and there is no contractual of terms for the interest repayment, and there is no intention of sales. Okay, that is fair value through profit and loss account. Operating segment, how to present your geographical income, how to present your revenue income, that is given. Financial instrument. Okay, this is the most critical factor for the international accounting standard. We will explain in detail when the accounting standard. Consolidated financial statement, joint arrangement, disclosure of interest in other entities. Means if you have invested your funds in subsidiaries, associates, joint ventures, then how it should be disclosed. Fair value measurement, most important concept for Indian accounting standards. Fair value measurement means your financial assets and financial liability should be fair value. Fair value means you want to pay if any issue in your company. Based on the fair value measurement, international investors are invested in your company. So that because they are aware that this is the fair value of the company, if something is happened, at least this amount can be refunded. Okay, regulatory defer account. This is the accounting standard when your income is regulated from the government. For example, electricity income. Okay, it is regulated from the state government or central government. Okay, revenue from contract with the customers, that is previous accounting standard 9. Okay, how you should account your revenue. And leases, how you should book your operating lease and financial lease or sale or lease back transaction, that is specified in accounting standard 19 and Indian accounting standard 116 and international financial reporting standard 16. Okay friends, I have selected one listed company how they are presenting their financial statement as per the Ind AS format. Okay, only thing that when there is a first year, when there is a first year of adoption of Indian accounting standard, that time opening India's balance sheet, previous and current year balance sheet required as per the India's 101 format. Okay, and I have already informed that if there is a gap between uh, Indian accounting standard and the previous generally accepted accounting practices, then that should be accounted in comprehensive income. Comprehensive income is a part of reserves and surplus. Okay, or other equity. Okay, now I am presenting the financial statement. Okay, this is your financial statement as per the India's format. Friends, here non-current assets is there. Okay, non-current assets, then financial assets. Financial asset means you want to earn the income by your contractual terms and interest income, and there is no intention of sale, that means it's a concept of amortization. If there is an intention of sale, then it's a fair value through other comprehensive income, and both the condition are not satisfied, then fair value through profit and loss account. Okay, non-current assets. In non-current assets means more than 12 months that the items are classified here, that is property, plant, equipment, and accounting standard 16 is applicable, that is property, plant and equipment. Investment in property, if you invest in fund, then Indian accounting standard. Intangible asset, Indian accounting standard 38 is applicable, and impairment of assets. And 103 means business combination, if there is any amalgamation in there, then this accounting at least I have disclosed how many accounting standard 1 2 3 4 5 I have disclosed that is applicable to your non-current assets. Okay, clear. Next one is financial assets. Now financial assets means what? You want to earn the income. Which one is investment is there, trade receivable is there, loans is there, others to be specified in your financial statement. Deferred tax asset and other non-current assets. For example, investments, which investments which are you hold for long term means, for example, you have invested fund in subsidiaries and your intention to earn the income. Okay, trade receivables, that is your debtors. In debtors you have to show the amount due from your debtors more than 6 months. And impairment means there is less chances of recovery of dues and normal dues. Okay, you have to make the provisions also, there is a risk for recovery of dues. Okay, loans. Okay, you have to apply the fair value through for amortization cost concept, fair value through other comprehensive income, and fair value through profit and loss income. You can classify the loans. Others, deferred tax assets, other non-current assets. Okay, for deferred tax asset, Indian accounting standard 12 is applicable. Now current assets. Okay, current assets inventory, that is Indian accounting standard 2 is applicable. For financial assets means recovery within recovery within 12 or 12 months. 12 months or within 12 months. Okay, that is investments, trade receivables, cash and cash equivalents, bank balances, loans, current tax asset, other currency. Friends, they have given first asset presentation and next they have given presentation of liabilities. Okay, and equity liabilities, you have to present your equity share capital and other equity. Okay, uh, that is statement of changes in equity, SOC. The shortcut word is given, so SOC is statement of changes in equity. Okay, then you have to classify your non-current liabilities. Non-current liabilities, you have to value, you have to do proper valuation that this is your financial liabilities, borrowings, trade payables, total outstanding dues from small enterprises, and total outstanding dues of creditors other than small enterprises. Means you have to disclose in a financial statement because it's a regulatory requirement. uh, Provisions, deferred tax asset, other non-current assets, current liabilities, that is financial liabilities, borrowings, trade payables. Then my dues also from the small enterprises, you have to separately show other financial, other current liabilities, provision and current tax liabilities net. Okay, I will give example of each financial items of the each financial statement. Okay, if there is a non-current asset held for sale and discontinued operation, then you have to separately present your financial statement that one of the unit it's discontinued for his business operation, then you have to separately present in your financial statement non-current assets held for sale. Okay, now profit and loss format, same as per Indian accounting standard. Only thing is that accounting presentation is slightly different. Okay, we'll show each and every item, that is revenue from operations, other income, total revenue, expenses are given the accounting standard applicability, cost of material consumed, purchase, stock in trade, changes in inventory of finished goods, finished goods, and work in progress. Here opening stock of raw material is different, and here opening stock of finished goods, both are different. Employee benefits, two accounting standard is applicable, that is employee benefit expenses and share based payments. Okay, finance cost, Indian accounting standard 23 is applicable. Depreciation, amortization, other expenses, total expenses, profit before exception items, profit before extraordinary items. Then extraordinary, you have to present, friends, here exceptional and extraordinary items, there is no prior period items. Okay, I will if you listen full lecture na, I will explain the what are the crux, what are the important factors that is in our accounting standard and not in Indian accounting standard. Okay, so I will explain you in, explain wherever the matter reflect. Okay, so I am just requesting you, please listen full YouTube video, and if you like YouTube video, please press the bell icon and subscribe my channel, and please suggest your friend also. Okay, this is a presentation. Okay, cash flow statement you have to present. Equity share capital you have to present in this format. You have to give authorized share capital, opening balance, changes in equity, means if you increase your authorized capital, and closing balance. You should subscribe and paid up, that you have to disclose. Other equity, here they have given the presentation. If the company reflect this, if the company is having the securities premium, general reserve, employee stock options, retained earnings, and other comprehension, that is remeasurement of defined benefits plan. In this case only employee cost is there. Okay, means there is a gap between Ind AS and the previous generally accepted accounting practices that they have disclosed in other comprehensive income. Okay, this is a SOC, you can say statement of changes equity, SOC. Okay, here you have to give profit of for the previous year, other comprehensive, total comprehensive, exercise stock options, means exercise stock options means any employee has exercised the stock options, he has uh, company has allotted him shares and he has paid the dues, then share, then you have to do adjustment of share premium account. Okay, here is a presentation, dividend paid and dividend distribution tax of current financial year, that you have to consider. Current financial year means dividend of the previous financial year which is paid in current year. Okay, this is a there is an accounting standard for that is contingent events occurring after the balance sheet. No, this is a different, but only you have to dividend paid you have to show here. In earlier case, that is in accounting standard, you can show dividend payable and income dividend tax payable. Payable, why word is payable? Because dividend should be approved in annual general meeting. Okay, in Indian accounting standard they have not given such type of presentation. They have just specified that you have to show dividend paid and dividend distribution tax. If there is a intention of maybe dividend declaration, then they can disclose in notes to accounts. Okay, that there is a intention of a declaration of dividend. Okay, now what type of accounting policy, that is the most important, friends. I have taken listed company balance sheet, and because now it's very difficult to explain the Indian accounting standards, so I have taken listed company balance sheet so that you can understand how Indian accounting standard is presented in the financial statement, so that you can easily grasp, easily you can grasp. Okay, no need to do it a detailed study, but if you want to do a detailed study, then you can read the entire text from the MCA website. But how it is present in the financial statement, that I am disclosing, because this is the YouTube lecture for basic of knowledge of Indian accounting standard. In accounting policy, first of all you have to give your corporate information, in which business your companies are involved, that you have to give in corporate then basis of preparation of financial statement, how you are prepare your financial, how you, which type of accounting policy you have followed, what is your functional currency. Functional means INR, USD, or any currency that you have to disclose. How you have classified your current versus non-current classification. Current means within 12 months, but sometimes operating cycles are different based on the production cycle of the company, that you have to disclose. Significant accounting policies, significant accounting policy, uh, how you present your financial statement and what type of accounting policies you have followed. Okay, which type of generally accounting policies there: property, plant, equipment, intangible asset, financial instrument, initial measurement, subsequent measurement. Subsequent measurement, uh, if you are already measure, and you can measure in subsequent also, whether really income is receivable or not. If there is no chances of income receivable, you can de-recognize the financial assets, yeah, financial instrument. Financial asset measure at amortization cost, that is the concept of SPPI, means there is a contractual terms for principal and interest repayment, that is amortization cost. Then may fair value through measure other comprehensive income, that is means there is the intention of sale. Then financial measure at fair value profit and loss, means there is no intention of sale and there is no contractual terms, then that will be classified in fair value through profit and loss account. Investment in subsidiaries, investment, how you are means investment in subsidiary, that will be classified in amortization cost concept. Okay, because there is a contractual terms for the dividend. Okay, not principal, because there is no intention of sale, because you want to keep the investment in subsidiary in long term. Okay, debt instrument, de-recognition of financial assets. De-recognize, when you de-recognize means there is no chances of recovery of income, because earlier you are recognized as a financial asset, but if there is a condition, if they, if you are if you are do the valuation of your financial, and that time you realize that there is no chances of recovery of your financial assets, that time you can de-recognize. Subsequent measurement, derivatives, financial inventory in cash inventories, cash and cash equivalent, cash flow statement, foreign currency transaction, revenue recognition, employee benefit, borrowing costs, government grants, earning per share, income taxes, dividend to shareholders, provisions, contingent liability, contingent assets, fair value measurement. Okay. Now I will disclose you. Sorry. Now I will explain the notes to accounts, so that you can understand where my financial assets are, financial items of any balance sheet is disclosed. Fixed asset schedule. Okay, that is simple meaning of as per accounting standard, that is disclosed in property, plant and equipment. That is after the accounting policy, in notes to accounts you have to present your FA schedules. Okay, then non-current investments, that is the investment in subsidiaries, that is amortization cost concept, that here. Then other non current financial asset. What are type of other non-current? Example I have given: security deposit, FD, maturity of more than 12 months and interest accrued. That is the example of other non-current financial assets. Okay. Non-current tax net, you have to do net off. Net off means your gross liability minus provision. Okay, that is net off. Income tax paid. Okay, non-current tax means it is not immediately liability, it is not immediate liability. Other non-current assets, capital advances you are given to creditors. Okay, that you have to disclose here. Inventories, current investment, that is current investments, fair value through profit and loss, and that is the intention of sale. Okay. Trade receivable, trade receivable you have to disclose in two format. One is more than 6 months dues, and also you have to disclose there is a chances of impairment and normal dues. Okay, and you have to do the provisions also. Okay. Cash and cash equivalents, then other bank balances. Other bank balance means unpaid dividend, FD period more than 3 months but less than 12 months, that is a part of other bank balances. Other current financial assets, that is FD, interest receivable. Okay. Other current assets, advances to creditors. Okay, that is advances means advance given to creditors. Next is this presentation of, friends, just difference between accounting standard presentation and Indian accounting standard is, here they have given first preference to assets and then liability. Okay, so I am disclosing all our assets. Now I am disclosing the liability side. Equity share capital, other equity, non-current financial liabilities. Non-current provisions mean long-term employee benefits. Friends, you have to classify your employee benefits into format. One is non-current provision and current provisions, means long-term provision and short-term provisions. Long-term benefits and short-term benefits. Termination benefits, that you have to consider. Deferred tax liabilities you have to present. Trade payables, trade payable you have to classify in two format: dues to MESC and non-MESC, means small medium sized enterprises and small enterprises. Other no, other current financial liabilities means short term dues of salary payable, capital, then capital creditors, unpaid dividends. Capital creditors means creditors which is creditors of fixed assets. Okay. Capital goods, capital creditors means capital goods items. Okay, fixed asset item. Other current liabilities, advances from customers, statutory, these are other current liabilities. Current tax provisions, employee benefits, that you have to present. Current tax liabilities, revenue from operations, other income. Now what is the other income? That is the most important, friends. Fair value measurement concept is applicable. I have already informed you there are three types: amortization, fair value through other comprehensive income, and fair value through profit and loss account. Amortization cost means, just you have to simple form. Amortization cost, immediately you have to recollect fixed deposit. If there is an intention of sale, then fair value is through OCI. If there is no interest, there is no interest rate, there is no intention of sale, then it's a fair value through profit and loss account. Okay. Cost of material consumed, that is opening raw material, purchase raw material less closing raw material, that is cost of material. Purchase stock in trade means you are ready made purchase any items. Changes in inventory of finished goods and stock in trade, that you have to disclose here. Okay, because there is no purchase of stock in trade consumed. Okay, here you have to produce, here you have to give the details. Next one is employee benefit expenses. Employee benefits you have to disclose in salaries, contribution to fund, share based payment, finance cost, depreciation, amortization. Here you have to give separate presentation of CSR expenses, and impairment loss on financial assets you have to disclose here. Impairment means there is no chances of recovery of assets, recovery of dues. That time you have to do impairment. Impairment means there is a chances of loss. Friends, international investors, they are more interested that your financial statement should present in a realization concept basis. Okay, if there is no chances of recovery, then you have to do the provision, that is impairment. Capital, that is the most important. How you manage your capital, how you manage your capital means equity share capital. Okay. how it is returns available. Friends, this is the most important for the foreign investor. Okay, then basic and diluted termination, employee benefits. For employee benefits, details will take the details from the actual. Actual will do the valuation report through fair value through concept. In accounting standard, intrinsic value method, but Indian accounting standard is states that you have to value the employee benefits in fair value concept. Okay, that you have to disclose. Share based payment, how share based payment is calculated, what how much options you are given, how much person has exercised, and how much options is vested. Okay, this is the employee benefits. Financial instrument, how it is measured, and most important factor, risk factor for your business. Risk factor is most important, how it is credit risk, liquidity risk, and market risk and current risk, that you have to disclose in your notes to accounts, that this is the most important for your business. Anyone, any foreign investor will look the financial risk for their business. Okay, note on foreign currency exposure, how much the exposure. Segmental reporting presentation is required. Lease, contingent liability and commitments, means how much dues are payable if the contingent liabilities and cash. If related party disclosures, contribution towards the CSR, this is a regulatory requirement. You have to disclose the CSR, corporate social responsibility in notes to account. Remuneration to auditor, that you have to disclose. Details of dues to small and micro and small enterprises, you have to disclose here. How much the amount dues there, interest, any interest is payable. Income tax, you have to present it. Income tax you have to present. Okay, hope that you have understand the annual report presentation of financial statement. Okay, um, and I hope that I am ending this lecture, because in next lecture I will take the list of Indian accounting standard, because uh, there is a limit for the invest teaching. Okay, you should understand the basic of Indian accounting standard. That is my personal request. I will not start the Indian accounting standard immediately. I will explain each Indian accounting standard in basic knowledge in next lecture. Okay, now you have to do the practice whatever I have teach in this lecture. First I have teach you why Indian accounting standard is required, why Indian accounting standard is what is the difference between accounting standard, what is the difference between international accounting standard, what is the difference between the IFRS, how it is presented in financial statement, how annual report is presented, which type of source is added, statement of changes in equity. Okay, so friends, that's it for the today. Hope that you like the above lectures and the contents, and please do practice of the Indian accounting standard. And if you are not understand, then please again listen the YouTube videos, and so that you can grasp the basic knowledge of Indian accounting standard. Okay, so we'll meet in the next lecture for understanding of each accounting standard, what is the minimum contents to be disclosed in the financial statement. Okay, let's meet in the next lecture. Okay, bye.